Hello and welcome back to Tesla News. My name is Marian and I'm your host today, covering the Tesla Semi. Yes, finally we have some more news from that product that we have waited for a long time now. So we will go into that and we will look into China because we have some interesting numbers here comparing Tesla and VW. So stay tuned for that, and if you haven't subscribed yet, do consider doing that. I would really appreciate that. So let's start into today's video with the Tesla Semi. So we all know, as we are looking at Austin, that the Tesla Semi initially will be produced here at the factory, but for now they are starting with a small production line in Nevada, and it is a separate building. And it's not going to be in the main building where the Gigafactory is. It's just a small building at the site or near the location. And it seems like the information here that are coming from the US are pretty clear that the production line is actually ready to go. The general assembly, I mean, and the axle production is ready already. So we do have here two components that need to be ready, and they are pretty much ready to go for the Tesla Semi production. So I'm really excited to see when we will see the first few Tesla Semis moving out there, and hopefully some people will actually notice that and have maybe a shot to go. So again, guys, finally, I'm really excited to see what the specs will be, because the interesting thing about the Tesla Semi is that it actually needs the new battery cell that we are all waiting for. So the new battery cells need to be in the Semi to have the reduction of weight, which was one of the key components we have to have in the Tesla Semi to be successful. We know that Tesla really worked well with the batteries. In the past, they have achieved really good results according to Elon Musk. And we also know that they had really good results when it comes to range. And those information came in a time that when the new battery cells were actually not even official yet. So the question we have to ask ourselves is, are they really using like other batteries than the new battery cells? Just let me know down below in the comment section what you think. But I think Roadrunner should be capable of putting enough batteries out there for a Semi production. So they will make a small production line here in Nevada, and then later on, of course, we will see a nice production line with much more Semis coming out here in Austin. And a question to you: do you think it would be the right strategy to have a Tesla Semi production as well at Giga Berlin? Because it's a big site, we have more possibilities for expansion at some point. So even though the main building right now might not have the space for a Tesla Semi production line, it could easily fit in a new building just on the side. Just let me know what you think, because here in Germany and in other countries in Europe, we have so many freaking trucks, and it would be a really great way to go into electric trucks here in Europe too. So would be really happy to know your opinion here. So as we are looking at Austin, so we do have to wait I think for a bit more time till we see a Semi production happening here in Austin, because as we are all waiting for the Model Y and the Cybertruck, I think those will be the really the priority here in Austin. And after that, we can look into Semi, maybe the Roadster, or they do the Roadster in Fremont. Let's see if they would do that over there. So that is some really good news, and let's wait for the next few days or weeks when we finally see the first Semis coming out here. Now we are moving to China, because there's more good news in China, and I don't want to go into like this competitive going against VW or other car companies, but it just want to go into like the interesting comparison here. So we have like a perspective where Tesla stands in China right now. So VW launched the ID.6 in China, and it is just a made for Chinese customer car. And the key, there was a lot of excitement around that car from VW side, and there was a lot of expectation of good results. But currently, VW was only able to sell 12,000 cars in the entire second quarter, guys. Quarter, not month. And Tesla achieved 53,700. So that is just insane. I mean, the comparison, there's like no comparison yet. And we do know that VW is really strong in China actually, and is producing a lot of cars over there. So they have the facilities. So it's really interesting to see that VW doesn't achieve more numbers there yet. Furthermore, Tesla achieved 28,000 cars in June. So alone in June, they were making twice as many cars as VW in the entire quarter. So this is some massive numbers here, guys. Furthermore, we have analysts saying that it seems like the Chinese customers or the consumers are less impressed for the infotainment system and the software features. So we do know that there were some complaints as well in the internet when the ID.6 launched, and that the software was not capable of like loading fast. And we do know that Chinese people are really into technology. They are really into software, and I mean, they are all using their phone for paying, and they don't have any cash anymore. So it's like they are so used to use products that have a good software and are having a good infotainment system. So Tesla is really successful with that because they have that. They have the over-the-air update. They have the great design and infotainment system. I'm not saying that VW doesn't have any over-the-air update, but again, it seems like that the product is not so convincing yet, and that might be the reason why we don't see such a success of VW in China until now. Please let me know your opinion. Again, I'm really happy to know what you think. Down below in the comment section what you think is the reason why VW is not as successful yet in China, and where do you see Tesla at the end of the year when it comes to monthly numbers. Thank you very much for listening. Take care, guys.